Hello everybody, today is Tuesday, January 12th. It's 4:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The regular session for the U.S. futures markets has just closed, and I want to bring over the time and sales. You can see it's 4:07, the E-mini S&P trading at 1927.50 or so, and the date is up here in the title bar, and it was quite a good day for the BWT Precision Auto Trader today. So before I continue, first the required disclaimer. Okay, in a few days or a week or whatever, I'm going to be releasing an indicator package priced at around $4.95 with a couple of options to add on individual indicators. And that's going to be the BWT line break indicator and the volume reversal bar indicator, which are shown on this chart. The line break indicator is going to come with trading rules, and what I did on this chart is I basically automated the trading rules. So just to show that it can be automated or it can be traded manually. So the indicator package is probably going to include the line break indicator and the volume reversal bar. I have an oscillator plotted here because very often the line break signals, which are these dots on the lines, often do line up well with our precision oscillator. For example, this long here and this long here above the zero line and so forth. Anyway, this is an automation of what you might trade manually. So this automated strategy is trading two contracts. It's using the line break algorithm, and I'm actually only using a 1-bar line break in this example. This is on a 377 tick chart of the crude oil. Notice there's no H next to the trades here. So there was a number of trades today, but all in all, there was a little drawdown off the open of about $500 or so, and then it came back very strong, I believe, to hit its goal of $1,000. So all in all, there was 15 winners and 17 losers. And if you look back at the losers here, these are not very small. This was just a couple of ticks on this one. This was only 9 ticks here. This loser, 9 ticks. Couple of ticks here. This one was about 13 or 14 ticks, but most of the losers are small, and you can see the winners. Obviously, the winners average much higher, as we had 15 winners and 17 losers, but still managed to hit our goal. I also ran this on a 1-minute chart of the E-mini S&P, but unfortunately I accidentally deleted the chart. But so I'm going to show you that, and while the trades are historical, I want to bring over this chart from yesterday of the NASDAQ. And if you look at yesterday's video, you'll see that these trades on the 11th match pretty closely. So when it's a limit order, the trades, even historically, can be pretty good. This is a limit order with an offset of 4 ticks. So because we're using a limit order, these fills are fairly accurate. So I'm going to bring over the 1-minute chart showing the line break in just a moment. Okay, so even though these trades are historical, this is about how it went today on the line break chart. And basically, the system started trading at 9:30. It's a limit order at the close of the bar. And we're using the line break algorithm with 2 line breaks, and we are using the precision trend filter. So what that means is that this signal to go long, these dotted lines, this is ignored because the bars are red. And then it took the short here. And so then again, we have some what would have been whipsaws. These are closes above the line break signal. These would have been long signals, but these are ignored because the trend filter is red and it's filtering out any long trades. But before I accidentally deleted these charts, there was no H here, and this pretty much matched the trades. Once again, there might be some slight differences, but it did hit its goal. This is trading 2 contracts, and it's a limit order at the close of the bar. And I basically have a stop loss of 12 ticks, and at 12 ticks, I'm trailing by 2 bars and an offset, and then if I hit 16 ticks, I'm trailing by 0 bars. So that seemed to work out pretty well. We'll see if this is the first time I've run this, so we'll see in the coming days if this continues to perform like this. But anyway, today it was pretty good. And again, sorry for having that I accidentally deleted the chart, and I have to show it historical here. But once again, look at yesterday's video and you'll see these trades match up. When they're limit orders, they can match up pretty good. Okay, so moving on, quite a good performance today overall. The biggest winner was the E-mini S&P on the 15-minute chart. Both caught the short and the long today. So the market gapped up and then sold down and then rallied into the close. And it looks like it wanted to get above yesterday's high, it looks like here at the end, and then you can see. So this 15-minute chart had a little bit of a drawdown, and now it's come back with 2 really strong days. So 25.62 on 3 contracts. That was today's big winner. Okay, so there's a reason I have 2 different groups of settings for the 30-year Treasury bond, and this is a good illustration of why I have 2 different settings. This chart is a stop order. So every reversal is going to be taken. It's a stop order at the close of the bar. And on this day, there was no pullback. The other Superinco 6-tick bond chart is a limit order on a pullback, and that would not have gotten, the other chart did not get filled today, so there was no trades, but this one did because it's a stop order. So this did get filled on this long run, and it could have went much further, except that I have the profit daily goal at 2,000 with a loss limit of 1,200. So this could have easily went into the close and probably went, had I had a higher goal, of course, but this could have went another $1,000 as the bonds went up a full point. So it actually would have been it would have been just one of the contracts. So the potential there was greater, but it did 1968 for 2 contracts in the 30-year bond. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on the Superinco 4-tick, and this is another chart I'm showing trying to appeal to smaller accounts. This is trading only 2 contracts, and this has a profit first contract target of 20 ticks, which is 5 points in the ES. And I have a goal of 1,500, so I believe it probably hit its goal and had a little bit of slippage on the exit, but this did pretty well today. Just kind of scrolling back, there was quite a few trades, but once again, the losers smaller than the winners. You see our volume reversal bar indicator there. Nice volume reversal bar indicator here. And this did pretty good today. volume reversal bar indicator here and here, and it hit its goal by 1:30, so it had 18 winners and 15 losers. Now, of course, you could have set a lower goal and have less trades. The drawdown here was only about, looks like 4,600 was the starting equity. And so it looks like the drawdown was only about $350 on 2 contracts, not too bad. And then coming back to reach its goal. Now, there is something to be said at start times for these systems as well. As you begin to watch this and examine the equity curves, you know, obviously today the ideal start time would have been around 10:30. So it does pay to do some analysis and hone in your start time. Sometimes it's a few minutes shy of the open, or even in trading pre-market in some cases. Okay, next up is the NASDAQ on the Uni Renko chart, and it did 2,000 on 2 contracts, I believe. Yes, only 2 contracts here, limit order with a 5-tick offset. So quite a few trades in this chart, which kind of tells me I either need to go to a bigger time frame or maybe have a more conservative goal, so not so many trades. There was about 50 round turns on this chart today. That's quite a bit. Okay, next up is the DAX on the Uni Renko chart, and this had a drawdown of about $1,000 on 2 contracts, which for the DAX is not a big deal. You need to be well funded to trade the DAX, but then it came back and had pretty solid winning performance from, took the drawdown in the first 15 minutes or so, or 45 minutes, and then came back and finished up about 1,500 for the day on 2 contracts. This is also a limit order, and it hit its profit goal. There's a $1,500 goal and a $1,500 loss limit. So there you go. Okay, next we have the gold contract, and the drawdown here was only a couple of $100, maybe 200, and then it also took off. So notice today that many of these systems that start trading at 9 o'clock, it seems like if they draw down, that low is hit at 10 o'clock or so, and then it kind of takes off. So this one did 840 on 2 contracts and didn't take too much heat after it drew down a couple of $100. Here's the winning trades here. This is kind of what it looked like. So pretty good on the gold contract. Okay, and then finally we have the NASDAQ on the Precision Renko chart. This is trading 3 contracts. And it's a limit order on a pullback, and it only did 655. I think on these NASDAQ charts, some of these anyway, what I'm learning is I need to go to a higher time frame. There's just too many trades on these small charts here. This is actually small for the NASDAQ. So anyway, that's it for today's video. You'll be hearing some more about the line break indicator package and the volume reversal bar. I hope to have that available to everyone in the next week or so. Once again, if you want to find out more about the BWT Precision Auto Trader, please visit our website or send us an email at systems@bluewavetrading.com. Thanks for watching today.